Roger that. Weekend.
This is about what I was getting above.
Yeah. Alright, step one, right. Hit that nose down to stop a stall. Glide speed, grass, and gas.
Right,
Gas means troubleshoot.
Yeah, right today.
If you have time. Let's go around. I like it. We would have made it. Stay alive. Alright. That's the cadence that your eyes should be bouncing from one instrument to another.
Oh, really?
Alright, let's go carb heat out and power to idle. And let's touch down after the numbers before the 1,000-footers.
991, your radar contact north of Lampasas. Practice approaches are approved. No separation surfaces will be provided. Maintain VFR. Report turning inbound on final form.
2.5 hours worth of the flight portion of the flight review. And because you're instrument rated, I think having approaches be a part of the flight review is important.
Well, it was very, very informative, the whole thing.
I'm Josh, a flight instructor and a filmmaker with a passion for the sky, sharing it with those around me and using it to see our world from a new perspective. Flying can seem super complex, and I've made it my mission to showcase safe practices while sharing the beauty we behold on these adventures. This is Aviation 101.
0991, Addison Ground, clear to Hotel Yankee India Airport via on departure flight, runway heading, expect radar vectors, show 49.
It's going to be a warm, late winter day here in San Marcos, Texas. And today, my dad is in need of a flight review to reset the clock on his currency according to 14 CFR Part 61. In the previous video, we addressed my own personal rustiness as a pilot after not touching an airplane for 6 months. I also broke down all of the requirements to get current for different types of flying, and closed it all out with a poem called The Rusty Pilot's Lament, sent to me by one of my followers on YouTube. I read his work in that video, and I think it is so relatable to so many aviators across general aviation. I ended that video on a note about recurrent training and the state of it in general aviation, and how we as pilots and instructors in GA really need to take recurrent training more seriously. So in this video, we're doing just that. This is my dad, Bob. He got his private pilot certificate around 1979, and he owned and flew a Cessna 172 Skyhawk with his dad for 17 years. When I was about 3 years old, as the story so often goes, life got in the way. The old Austin airport was closing down, ramp space was hard to find, my parents were building a new house at the time, and it was just time to sell the plane. 14 years and many inquisitive flying conversations with my dad later, my parents supported and funded my dream to become a pilot, just like my dad. And right after I got my private, he went up with my instructor and got himself current to fly again. He hadn't touched an airplane in 14 years. In 2013, we found this old Skyhawk for sale. November 8090901. High time engine, dated panel, ragged paint. Well, 12 years later, here we all are. I became an instructor back in 2016, an instrument instructor in 2017, and I held out for my dad to be my first check ride sign-off to get his instrument rating. Today, we're gonna add yet another flight review to his logbook. I always try to put a unique spin on flight reviews that I conduct, and I like to keep it focused on the unique situations that pertain to that pilot's particular flying style and what missions they normally fly. I also want to focus on the unique situations that are most likely to sneak up on the pilot that I'm flying with. That being said, my flight reviews don't necessarily consist of maneuvers out of the ACS or short and soft field landings, although in many cases I've done that stuff on flight reviews, and in some cases it's really, really relevant. I like to talk to the pilot, ask the pilot what they like to do when they go fly. What's their typical mission? Is it local scenic flights? Do you like to go on cross countries? Are you instrument rated? Of course, this is my dad. I fly with him a lot. We talk to each other all the time. I know his particular set of missions. So I have the benefit of already knowing what I want to do for this flight review.
Pre-taxi. Landing light is on. We listened to ATIS and need to set the altimeter, which is 3018. COM 1, frequency is set to ground and tower. COM 2, destination ATIS. I want to get that in. Altimeter bug, I'm going to go ahead and call it 1500 for now. That will give us our 500 cloud clearance. Put on runway heading.
Good to go.
San Marcos ground, Cessna 8090901.
Cessna 8090901, San Marcos ground.
Cessna 80901, Cessna 172. We're at the T hangars. Like to be VFR to the northwest with India.
Cessna 901, runway 35, taxi Alpha Charlie Foxtrot, hold short, runway 31.
Alpha Charlie Foxtrot, hold short of 31, 80991. You ready?
I'm ready.
Clear left, clear right.
So this flight review is going to consist of 3 flights, which is pretty typical for one of my flight reviews. The first is from San Marcos to Llano, Texas. Well, why Llano? The reason for Llano is obvious. This flight will be a little over an hour, and that also takes us in the direction where the clouds will clear out more quickly. I want to see some engine out drills demonstrate proficient use of the flight automation, concise coordination with ATC, an instrument approach in simulated IMC, and some pattern work with at least one power off 180. That's one of my favorite maneuvers. Very practical in emergency situations. After lunch, flight number 2 is going to take us further north, consisting of an instrument approach into Lampasas with either a circle to land or missed approach. That'll be my call. Then it'll be a VFR cruise up to Hamilton, Texas. This conveniently works out because Chelsea will have just finished hosting a new episode of the Arrowverse original show, Throttle Jockey. And this will be a great exercise in traffic avoidance and concise communication as well, being that Hamilton is a very active glider port. After Chelsea is on board, we'll embark on the final flight of this flight review, a long VFR cross-country. This gives me an opportunity to see him plan out the trip considering fuel, wind, weather, backup charts, and all the communication and coordination involved in traversing several controlled airspaces. All in all, I think we'll log about 4 hours of flight time. And my dad and I will cover our post-flight debrief of everything I jotted down, as well as regs, charts, procedures, and more. Of course, according to 14 CFR 61.56, the FAA only requires that you have 1 hour of flight and 1 hour of ground instruction with a flight instructor every 24 calendar months. I personally think we should be doing a hell of a lot more than that to stay not only current, but entirely proficient in the aircraft and the missions that we fly. So I'm trying to do my part as a flight instructor to make the flight reviews that I conduct more meaningful for every pilot I have the pleasure of sharing a flight deck with.
Hey, are you ready?
I'm ready. I know we can't exactly pop it into reverse here, but I like to turn about 45 degrees so that we can see, because like I can barely see that Cessna coming in, but you gotta like loosen your straps and lean way forward to see.
Yeah, and usually I do that. I don't know why I didn't do it this time, but I can see him, and I will definitely turn that way once we get clearance just to make sure.
Yeah, at the very least, just glance. I'm ready.
San Marcos Tower, Cessna 80901, ready for departure 35.
Cessna 80901, San Marcos Tower, roger, hold short, runway 31.
Hold short 31, 901.
Cessna 10 Quebec left 26, left on 31, taxi Echo and depart.
Left 26, left 31.
That mic sounds all creaky. His mic.
Yeah.
Cessna 901, on course approved, cross runway 31, runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 35, 80901. Strobes, make sure windows are closed, landing lights on.
Let's get a glance here.
I don't see anything.
Alright. Trust but verify.
Yep.
To quote Ronald Reagan.
Okay, we got an indicator there, says 35, and compass swinging around to 35.
Bingo.
I think we're on the right runway.
Magnetic compass swinging to 35 too.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Everything's good. Here we go.
Off the brakes. Close that heater. I had it open the other day.
10 Quebec left on Charlie.
Left on Charlie 6, 10 Quebec.
Because we're 500, 600 foot elevation, we can probably go up to 2,000, maybe a little more. And we can actually see the end of the clouds.
Yep.
Clear skies.
I was looking at that. Right out there.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. We can just kind of level off and cruise. Cruise at 2,000. That'll keep us in a healthy 500 feet below the layer. Since we're in Class Echo airspace. Let's practice a little automation management. Let's engage the autopilot. Let's set up your modes and engage the autopilot here.
Make sure my heading bug's good.
Good deal. Really important to be aware of how to quickly use the autopilot. If it's installed in the airplane, you better know how to use it.
Yeah.
So if we were to lose our engine right this second, where would you put it? Where'd you be aiming?
That would probably be a little far, that open area.
Yep.
So, got a little grassy strip right down there along the bank.
Yep.
That might be one possibility.
First up is engine out procedures. I want to try to do at least 3 of them. First, we'll fail the engine with the autopilot off and fly everything manually. Second, we'll set up the autopilot in a climb, then drill disengaging the autopilot quickly to then fly the airplane manually. And third, we'll use the Garmin Smart Glide button to demonstrate what to expect when pressing it and how it can help you big time in an engine out emergency.
All right, good job. You set up a good climb in the autopilot. Let's go ahead and take it off autopilot and climb manually. Climb by hand.
Roger that. Weekend.
This is about what I was getting above.
Yeah. All right, step 1, right. Hit that nose down to stop a stall. You got glide speed. You got grass. You're looking for grass. Where are we landing?
See right down there.
Okay. Let's kind of get ourselves set up for that. Eyes out for obstacles too, right?
Yep.
What about directly beneath us? Don't forget to look directly beneath you.
Going to maintain 7,000.
Got a big field down there.
Yeah, I like the field that's right under us.
Yeah.
It's
I'm going to swing around and approach it from the south.
Forward 5 to 1,000 descent via the lakes.
And what's your reasoning from the south?
Well, probably got a little bit of a north wind.
That's right.
Slow
All right.
it down.
So you picked your landing spot. That's glide speed. You got grass. Now you go for gas. Glide speed, grass, and gas. Gas means troubleshoot.
Yeah, right today.
If you have time.
You guys parking over there.
Right?
Plan for the right unless you guys really want the left. Roger, yeah, you can plan on that for.
So you're looking at like your mags, your primer.
418 is through 1.9.
All this,
right?
See what's going on.
What's the first thing you should do in the engine?
I maintain 1, 2, 12.
Carb ice.
Exactly. Pull that carb out and leave it out.
Leave it out.
Let it melt that ice if there's some in there.
Number 40 Delta.
You're yeah, you can leave it out. You're checking your throttle, you're checking your mixture, all the while staying over your landing zone.
Descend maintain 4,000 to Luxby. After Luxby, clearly on a 36 approach, 84 Delta.
Number 3
I'm probably going to be a little high here.
4,000.
So I can drop flaps.
Yep.
I guess you'll be good.
We're good to go. You can go ahead and add power and recover and get back on course.
3015, we'll do be circling downtown.
Austin.
Downtown Austin.
33 Echo, Roger, thanks.
I want to give a quick side note about flight reviews in general. This is not an exam. This is not a check ride. You don't pass a flight review, nor can you fail a flight review. It's a review. While instructors should obviously give pilots the space and independence to make their own decisions and truly be pilot in command in these instances, there's nothing wrong with reinforcing concepts and giving your input before, during, and after these drills. It's not a check ride. It's a review of the relevant information and operations between the pilot and flight instructor. So let's learn from each other and have fun with it.
So another quick reaction tool here. All right, engine's having an issue, engine fails, push the red button.
Smart Glide active. No airports within glide range.
So Smart Glide has us in roll mode. It's going to hold our heading. No airports in glide.
2,000.
It's going to hold the airspeed for us.
Best glide. It's holding best glide for us. It's holding it for us. It's holding everything for us. While you figure out where you want to land, put out a fire, whatever you got to do.
Got a place back over here.
All right, you like it?
Yep.
You want to land there? All right, disengage the autopilot and maneuver. So that's another quick way. Flip the guard up, bam. It's Smart Glide.
52, contact approach 125.32, good day.
Just about anything in this situation is going to be, it'll do. If you hit the bushes at the end, okay.
But see those high lines going across that area?
I do. I sure do.
That would be good.
Roger, squawk 0230.
1,000.
I'd probably set up for over here.
30 up at Gusto 109.
Time is of the essence.
Roger, Julie, Roger. And once you're with the city, just remain west 535. And there's another helicopter orbiting over the city.
There's some poles there too. I'm going to have to land right on that road.
Dirt road?
Yeah. Juliet.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of going that way.
Yeah, but I don't know if they cut across right by that house there. I just need to, okay, I drop flaps, slow it down, way down, because I'm fast.
Let's go around.
Terrain ahead.
I like it. We would have made it. Yeah, I think you would have been good if you just didn't come right over that house.
Yeah.
You know, start adding some flaps, maybe put it into a slip, forward slip if you need to. You can hit glide right there, and then cancel glide. And then hit OK.
Okay, there it goes. Got my needle back.
Canceled.
I want another bird strike.
Houston Center, Cessna 80901.
And Cessna 801 it was?
Cessna 80901.
Yes, sir. Squawk 7303.
7303.
Number 80901. Radar contact. About 5 miles south of Horseshoe Airport, 4,400. State type aircraft destination cruising altitude.
80901, Cessna 172, 4,400 feet. So we'd like to do a practice RNAV into Llano, Alpha, Quebec, Oscar.
And November 991, Roger. Understand you want the VFR practice approach. Do you want to start that out on runway 17 or 35?
We'd like 17, 991.
November 991, Roger. No radar services terminate. Radar services will be provided. You are cleared for the approach and change of frequency approved.
80991, right, and FYI, we'd like to do the full procedure.
November 991, Roger. You stay on this frequency and we'll get you over to the bathroom as you get up there a little bit closer.
80991, right.
991, Llano altimeter 3013.
3013, 991.
Steady 91, contact Houston Center.
Alright, like trolls.
6.4.
Alright,
I got the controls.
you've got the flight controls. I'll kind of play ATC since we're radar, you know, we're doing our own thing. So 80901, maintain 4,500. You're cleared direct to Ekeki.
1917, I'm thinking you're probably in a vector, just let me know. South 4923, just descend and maintain 1442,000.
Because my dad is instrument rated and he stays current with practice approaches with the occasional trip in actual IMC, it's totally appropriate that I, as a CFII, an instrument flight instructor, incorporate at least one instrument approach into his flight review. And I'd say one of the first skills that tarnish when we get rusty is radio work. And because flying IFR is so reliant on clear and concise communication with air traffic control, that rustiness will quickly show itself as a problem when flying IFR. The content here on Aviation 101 is proudly sponsored by Plain English, and as a flight instructor, I can confidently say that the tool that they've built, the Aviation Radio Simulator, or RSIM, is a game-changing tool for pilot training and proficiency. Take the case of practicing instrument approaches, for example. The IFR section of RSIM contains lessons that cover every single scenario from picking up IFR clearances all the way to getting cleared for an approach. Going missed, going to your alternate, all of it. You don't study by memorizing phrases and terms. You study by doing it. The app listens to your prompts and responses, dictates your voice, and grades you based on your phraseology, clarity, and concise communication. Before I knew about RSIM, I'd have my dad pull up YouTube videos that were just a long stream of clearance delivery at an airport like JFK. I'd have him listen to clearances on the frequency, copy them down, and compare his readback to the pilot's readback on the recording. The interactive RSIM app is a way better way. You can use the code AVIATION101 for 10% off when you sign up for RSIM at plainenglishsim.com. And take your radio work to the sharpener with the RSIM app by Plain English.
Alec 80901, turn left heading at 310 for traffic.
Delta 2062.
Left 310 for traffic. 991.
I'm gonna get you away from this airplane here. Constant scan, keep that scan up.
Number 909.
Center 80901, did you try calls?
November 991. If you just have VFR traffic maneuvering the area, 1 o'clock in 3 miles, heading northbound now, 4,200.
Yeah, we just took a little left turn. I have them inside. It looks like they're maneuvering, but we'll maintain visual separation.
Yes, sir. It looks like he's now going more westbound now.
Gotcha. 80901, proceed direct Ekeki.
Direct Keki, 0901.
American 2588, descend via the Dixie 3, accept cross Selm, cross Scoot at and maintain, or at level 200.
Skyhawk 809901. Cross Akeki at maintain 3,300. Cleared for the RNAV. Runway 17 into Llano.
Cross cake at or above 3,300. Clear for the RNAV 17 Llano. 9901.
Houston, Skyhawk 809901. We're starting the VFR descent to do the procedure turn up here, so we might lose you on radio.
Number 9901, roger. No radar services, separation services will be provided. Change advisory frequency approved, and just maintain this code. I'll pick you up on your miss.
809901, roger. We're actually going to make this one a full stop. Do you want us to keep the code or terminate to VFR?
Number 9901, no sir, radar services are terminated. You can squawk VFR, change advisory frequency approved. See ya.
All right, we'll squawk VFR, switch to advisory. Thanks for the help, 9901.
All right, you have the radios from here on out.
35, touch and go, McGregor.
We are on Llano CTAF.
Okay. So are we making this a full stop? Or
I'll tell you when we get down
okay.
there. I will let you know if you see the runway or not. Looks like that's going to work out nicely.
Might overshoot a little, I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. You overshoot a little bit, you just correct.
1.7 miles to Akeki.
0350, left downwind, runway 35, touch and go, McGregor.
All right, so you're going down to what?
2,700.
Okay. Good corrections. Good deal. Doing great.
3.6 miles. So the next step, as soon as I hit that, set my altimeter bug and then start down to that. I've got just a 1.3 miles to get down there.
Yep.
Llano traffic, Cessna 8091, 5.5 mile final, 17. Touch and go, Llano.
500.
Good correction.
1520.
Minimums.
How long do you have to look for the runway?
End of the runway.
Okay. We're looking. I don't see it yet.
Llano traffic, twin Comanche, 12 miles to the east. We're going to be overflying the field to enter downwind for 35. Llano.
Still don't see it.
Okay, we're going around.
All right.
Llano traffic, Cessna 8091's going around. Llano.
All right. I have flight controls. You can take the goggles off.
You got the controls.
I got the controls. All right. I got the goggles. You got the controls.
I got the controls.
You have flight controls. Let's enter the pattern and do a couple landings. So how'd you feel about that instrument approach?
Twin Comanche, overflying the field.
Rusty as hell.
We're be entering right down.
Got a little behind the airplane a couple times. Let us get off course a little bit here and there. Just really got to watch that altitude. You don't want to start slipping beneath your hard deck before each waypoint. But especially there at the end, you kept it. You really minded your minimums and you stayed right there, and you made the decision to go missed, which was good. See the twin?
I see him out there.
All right.
Just below the horizon.
Yep.
Llano traffic, Cessna 8091, entering the right. Downwind for 17. Touch and go, Llano.
Llano traffic, twin Comanche, turning final 17. Full stop, Llano.
Let's just make this a good old-fashioned normal landing.
Touch and go.
Yep, touch and go.
Yeah.
But I mean, like nothing special.
Only one plane out on the ramp by the fuel pumps.
Yep, I see it. Not too busy. So they very well might have a crew car for us.
I was just thinking that.
That means we get lunch.
Llano traffic, Cessna 8091, turning right base 17. Touch and go, Llano. Llano traffic, Cessna 8091, turning final. Touch and go 17, Llano.
Llano traffic, twin Comanche, clear the active. We appreciate you let us go.
No problem. Hills on the floor. Llano traffic says 80901, right crosswind 17, full stop Llano. You want that to full stop?
Yeah. Yep. Alright, let's go carb heat out and power to idle. And let's touch down after the numbers before the 1,000 footers. Do whatever you gotta do, except add power.
Llano traffic, Airsun 111, 6 miles to the east. We're gonna overfly the field at 3,100 and enter a left teardrop into the right downwind for runway 17, Llano.
And remember, if the airplane's not quite done flying yet,
500.
don't force it down.
But I'm way high.
Let's see where we end up. You got it down before the 1,000 footers. We needed a little more of a flare. That was good though. We get the cruiser.
It's time to get some fuel. First, for ourselves. And after that, for the Skyhawk. Fuel is usually pretty reasonable here at Llano, and with 2 RNAV approaches and a grass runway, multiple crew cars, and killer barbecue in town, it's been one of my longtime favorite stops in Central Texas. And it's in my humble native Texan opinion, this is the best brisket you can get in the state. There used to be a VOR approach into Llano too, but the VOR has since been decommissioned and only the 2 RNAV approaches remain. That's the bittersweet product of technology and progress, I suppose. We'll have to jump to another airport for a VOR approach. And after topping off with fuel, a briefing, and a series of completed checklists, we were on our way.
Llano traffic, Cessna 80901, departing runway 35. We'll depart the area to the northeast, Llano.
There's a mixture of lights.
Everybody's taking off now at the same time.
I know.
Llano traffic, Cessna 87 Yankee, turning left crosswind for runway 35, Llano.
Traffic.
A little heavier.
Llano traffic, RV 514, Mike Whiskey, departing runway 35, to south, Llano.
Llano traffic,
Quit right now. Where would you put it?
Turning left downwind for runway 35, Llano.
Llano traffic says 80901, just departed runway 35, going to make a right turn to the northeast, departed the area, Llano.
Llano traffic, that's 144, 5 miles to the north. We'll be entering a left downwind for 35, Llano.
I have the flight controls. You're going into the soup.
Got the controls.
I got the controls.
Llano traffic, RV 514, Mike Whiskey, left downwind.
Alright, climb and maintain 3000, proceed direct destination. Alright, let's do this approach on autopilot. So whenever you have a free moment, get your autopilot set up. When you feel like you're good with everything else.
Turning final, runway 35, this will be a touch and go, Llano.
80991, proceed direct to
traffic, Twin Command, sheet about 3 miles.
Alpha Golf Juliet.
Field, climbing through 3,200, Llano.
Lampasas Airport. Automated weather observation 2206 Zulu. Weather wind 160 at 4. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 23 Celsius. Dew point 6. Altimeter 3014. Density altitude 2,300.
Traffic clearance 5857 kilo engine.
Yes, sir, that was Skyhawk November 80901. We're just a few miles to the southwest of Lampasas. Wanted to see if you could accommodate us on a practice VFR approach, VOR Alpha into Lampasas. We'll terminate with a miss.
80991, Gray Swap 0175 and ident.
0175, ident, 991.
I see the Lampasas Airport.
I don't.
That's good.
Yep.
80991, your radar contact north of Lampasas, altimeter 3003. Practice approaches are approved, no separation surfaces will be provided. Maintain VFR, report turning inbound on final form.
3003, practice approach approved. We'll let you know when we're inbound, 991. Thank you.
So again, to review, we're still in nav mode because this approach does not have vertical guidance.
It will stay in nav mode, right?
It's going to stay in nav mode, yeah. And we should be getting green needles here. And all the while you're like double checking your approach plate, double checking altitude and everything.
Make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing here.
Exactly.
Okay, it's straighten it out to kind of meets the path and then
Great approach, Archer.
continues right turn, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
442 Charlie Alpha, great approach, altimeter 3003.
3003, 442 Charlie Alpha.
Great approach, 80991 is procedure turn inbound.
80991, Roger, appreciate the call. Report on the go, change advisor, frequency approved, we'll talk to you in just a minute.
Order advisory, we'll call you on the go, 991.
Great approach, Seneca 110, Mike Juliet.
Useful at 6500.
Alright, the radio's yours.
Lampasas traffic, Cessna 80991. We're about 8 miles to the northeast. Be making a straight-in approach from the northeast, and then we're going to go mist Lampasas.
Traffic, Sirius 545 Bravo Bravo, departing the pattern of runway 36 to the west. Final call, Bahia.
Teletraffic helicopter 1266 Alpha, we are 4 miles to the northwest, 1,700 climbing for 2,500 Taylor.
Good job. Yeah, you see your cyan arc is making it down to the altitude well before the airport.
Yeah.
That's good. We're protected all the way from the VOR to the airport at 1680. So if you get there early, that's okay. That gives us actually a better chance of seeing the airport early.
Right.
And in our debrief and ground portion of this, the flight review here, we'll talk about the VDP again. A little review from IFR. Looking good, the autopilot's doing a good job, and you're doing a good job maintaining it.
Alpha is 3 to the southwest. We'll be entering crosswind for left.
We got about 150 feet.
Okay.
We've got the Llano traffic in sight.
Burner traffic, Airstone 973, left crosswind for 19, Burner.
40 feet.
500.
Burner traffic, Airstone 973, turning left base, or left downwind.
We're waiting to see the runway. I don't see the runway yet.
Burnett traffic, 367 Charlie Tango, 8 miles to the southeast inbound for full contact back.
Yeah, give it that power, give it that power. There you go.
Burnett traffic.
Hitting a little sinker there.
Yeah.
I don't have a runway yet. Still in the soup.
Still no runway?
No runway.
We're going around.
Great approach, Skyhawk 80991 is missed off Lampasas. We're going to go VFR up to Hamilton.
80991, great approach, Roger.
Another good instrument exercise in Lampasas, Texas. And we're on our way to our last airport before heading back to San Marcos, Hamilton, Texas, to pick up Chelsea after filming a glider episode all weekend for the Arrowverse original Throttle Jockey. This approach and landing into Hamilton, Texas is going to be a great exercise of non-towered communication with other pilots, situational awareness as to the position of the other traffic in the area, and adjusting our approach and pattern to deconflict with other aircraft.
In November 662, there's traffic at your 12 o'clock, about 15 miles southbound. It was a Piper descending for Burnett. I'm looking negative contact 662. They're out at 4,500 right now.
And great approach, Skyhawk 80991 has Hamilton in sight. We can cancel VFR flight following.
991, Roger, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, free change first.
VFR to advisory, thanks for the help, 991.
All right.
The advisory is in there. Stand by.
4 Kilo Delta, contact Houston Center 134.2.
All right, so we're going to keep our ears out here because there might be some gliders buzzing around.
Eyes and ears.
Hamilton Municipal Airport, automated weather observation. 2244 Zulu. Wind 130 at 5 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 20 Celsius. 2.6 Celsius. Altimeter 3002.
Spiraling.
Charlie traffic, definitely 280, turning left.
You get everything you need?
Yep.
Hamilton Municipal Airport.
Hamilton traffic, Cessna 80901, about 10 to the south. We're going to enter a 45 left downwind for 18, full stop Hamilton.
There's one glider, he's on downwind, and the tow plane's about to turn base leg. If you have time, we'll probably get him back in the air in just a moment. Give you time to land, man, it'll be okay.
That'll be fine, thank you. Well, you're not kidding about that, are you?
No. Yeah, Chelsea warned me. She said, listen up on radio.
Yeah.
Make a lot of CTAP calls.
Hamilton traffic says 80901. We're about 2.5 to the southeast. Fix to enter left downwind for runway 18, full stop Hamilton.
Okay, 8091. We're just hooking up the rope now. I see you turning on downwind. You may have to extend a little bit, but we should be out shortly.
Sounds good.
That's no problem. 80901. Yep. Got a little bit of sunlight glistening off.
Skylark traffic, Vulcan 113 Charlie Tango, turning left base, runway 19, full stop, Skylark traffic.
That is a house with a real pretty barn down there.
Hamilton traffic 80991. We're beating the numbers. We're going to extend. Just let it come when you're off.
I think he said they're taking out the slack on the line right now and probably getting ready to start the tow.
Skylark traffic 5327 Golf, left base, turning 19, full stop Skylark.
Good to just maintain altitude when you have to extend your downwind. Sometimes it's even not a bad idea to climb a little bit. I wasn't telling you what you should do, I was just talking.
When you're out of the area, you don't know if there's antennas sticking up.
Yeah, I think there's one
We got a knot in the rope.
Right there.
9, full
So
stop.
we got a knot in the rope.
They got a knot in the rope.
No worries. We'll hang out here until you guys are off.
Should be long, thank you.
We could even just kind of loiter, circle, do whatever you want.
I just go out that way and then turn around, come back east.
Yeah.
Kind of look in the city. I don't see anybody else in the area. ADSB anyway.
Looking good.
Alright, case flex out, ready to go, and we'll just hang on so that the Cessna gets in.
All right, Hamilton traffic, tow plane 91X, ready departing runway 18, glider and tow.
Alright. This is actually perfect. Just line up on a long final.
Hamilton traffic says 80991. 4 miles to the north, turning long final for 18, full stop Hamilton.
All the windmill. Look how good the visibility is today.
No kidding.
Very crisp horizon. Right after a cold front.
Yep.
And it's already warming up. Almost 70 degrees. 68 right now.
Fort Rich. Selected on both.
All lit up.
Yep.
And tow plane, is the glider going to come around for a pretty immediate landing? We're about on a maybe 2 or 3 mile final. Roger.
I think he said we'll keep them on the tow until you're down and clear.
500.
Tiny bit of a left crosswind, it seems like.
Yeah. People out there on the runway.
That was Chelsea.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Good landing.
Well, thank you. Traffic says 80991 on runway 18. We're going to do a U-turn and head back to the ramp. Hamilton.
Chelsea was ready to go as we taxied into the Hamilton airport. And we got to say hey to Dan Milliken from the Taking Off YouTube channel, who happens to be the producer of Throttle Jockey. After a few minutes of catching up with Dan and his crew, we were loading Chelsea's bags into the Skyhawk, doing another pre-flight inspection, and setting off to accomplish the final task on my dad's flight review, a 100 nautical mile sunset cross-country back to San Marcos.
So how was the weekend of flying gliders?
It was incredible. It was different than what I expected, but in a really good way. I think one of my biggest takeaways was how many people it actually takes to pull off the glider operation just for one person to go up in a glider one time. The community there at the Hamilton Airport was unbelievable. They have a youth program, a non-profit organization, but it was just a totally different world, a different amount of airmanship. There's a huge camaraderie around it because the community is so strong. I can tell that the skills that come along with being a glider pilot are just unbelievable. I think we should plan a trip back to Hamilton, Texas, and I am so thankful that you all got to go out and fly all day, and that this is my Uber back home tonight.
Contact approach 125.32.
We're taking the scenic route.
2532, we'll see you South 1799.
About 2.5 hours worth of the flight portion of the flight review. And because you're instrument rated, I think having approaches be a part of the flight review is important.
Well, it was very, very informative, the whole thing, everything.
36 right, thank you. Iconic 401.
Got the airport.
Transport 3429 Heavy, contact Houston Center 134.
Did a lot of flying today.
I got Amazon.
34.2,
Yeah.
transport 34
Hey,
heavy.
Now you see Amazon before the lights
Yeah.
at the airport.
9901, contact San Marcos Tower, good day.
9901 going south. Thanks for your help. San Marcos Tower says 80901. Full stop with Papa.
Sky 9901, number 2, runway 8, cleared to land.
Number 2 clear to land. 9901.
Bravo, taxi, parking on this frequency for 512 Charlie Tango.
500.
500 AGL.
Sky 101, Victor Kilo, San Marcos Tower, report right downwind, runway 8.
Report right downwind for runway 8, 101 Victor Kilo.
Beautiful. Chirp, chirp.
It was a full day of flying, and we accomplished not only my father's flight review, but also brought Chelsea back to San Marcos after a weekend of shooting an episode flying gliders. Of course, we still have to do the ground portion of his flight review, but we usually do that once we get back to the house over the debrief items I jotted down, some regs, procedures, and charts. After being away from Texas for a while, meaning also being away from my family and hometown too, it was really nice to be back getting more flight time with the guy who got me into flying, exercising my CFI privileges to renew his currency, and fly around the airspace that made a pilot out of me in the first place. It was a great day, and I'm grateful to have all of this footage to relive it again in the future, and of course, share it with all of you. Until next time, you know the drill. I want you to stay happy and healthy, stay current in your flying, but most importantly, stay proficient. We'll see you in the next video right here on Aviation 101. Fly safe.